Good evening, I'm Sean Watson and this is the World Kli News. Agam Bar Yehuda is on assignment. Update from the ALMATY Congress. July 17th to 25th were days filled with events and lectures presented by the International Academy of Kabbalah. More than 100 people attended. When the presentations concluded, a surprising number of people expressed interest in learning Kabbalah and offered to join dissemination efforts. Special thanks to the women from Krasnoyarsk and ALMATY groups who prepared these successful events. Update from the Black Sea coast. Dateline Kaliningrad. About 5,000 copies of the newspaper Kabbalah Today were distributed in hotels and hostels during the month. The entire Kaliningrad group is out in full force on dissemination actions. Dateline Lithuania. July 26th, 6,000 newspapers were distributed along the Baltic Sea coast. People were very curious about the papers and were happy to take them. Distribution along the sea coast of Lithuania continues throughout August. Newspaper distribution along the Red Sea coasts, Dateline Eilat. From the beginning of this month, the groups of Eilat, Beersheva, Dimona, and the Evening Group joined forces in distributing newspapers along the road leading into Eilat and the Red Sea resorts. Our papers and the presence of the Friends are being warmly received, and to date, over 6,000 newspapers have reached the hands of vacationers. News from the Vienna and GRAZ groups. An event introducing the wisdom of Kabbalah organized by the Vienna and GRAZ groups attracted more than 30 people in less than 2 hours. Members of the audience had many serious and probing questions about freedom of choice, the meaning of life, and world problems. This dissemination action, and especially the preparation behind it, has greatly strengthened the connection between the members of both groups and brought them a sensation of exhilaration and admiration for each other. Dateline Australia. Today, the famous City Surf contest happens in Sydney. B'nai Baruch Sydney, better known as the Wonder from Down Under, will be out to meet the contestants and audience gathering for fun in the sun on Bondi Beach. This is a huge dissemination action in support of the World's Kli, and they're expecting to hand out thousands of newspapers. News from the Spanish Kli. This week, Rav's blog appears in Spanish for the first time. This blog is now translated into 5 different languages. Random House, the second largest publisher in Latin America, purchased the publishing rights to the book The Complete Idiot's Guide in Spanish. L'chaim to amazing dissemination work by the Spanish Kli. Dateline Bulgaria. Last weekend in the city of Sofia, a meeting of the virtual Bulgarian Kli took place. The members got acquainted and discussed ways of expanding dissemination in the Bulgarian language and completed discussions on the organization of national dissemination in general. Dateline Israel. This past Wednesday night, a huge dissemination operation filled the Tel Aviv promenade with upper light and dispelled the darkness right up until sunrise. During the operation, members of the virtual group distributed 500 invitations to join the group and Kabbalah studies on behalf of the B'nai Baruch Institute. I'm Sean Watson, and this has been the World Kli News.